Everyone, Soundwave 884 here. In this video review, take a look at G1 Seaspray from the G1 Retro line, available at Walmart here exclusively in the United States. I think he's also like a Hasbro Pulse though. You can see we got the old style G1 packaging for this release. I had to cut him out. I could have got two, but I know this is based on his G1 toy appearance, so most likely we'll be getting a future release in like Age of the Primes or something based on his actual animation look. Pretty much they'll just change a few of the details and give us a new head, hopefully. So we got the 85 style artwork right here is original G1, but down here we get the new updated alt mode pictured in the toy photo. We got the old school Hasbro logo down here. Turn to the back side, we get the tech specs, 85 box art, and we get the old school Hasbro logo here. Tech specs are done differently in the bio, and everything's all done differently than it was back in the 1980s. But we get function, naval defense, be unyielding as the ocean waves and your enemies shall fall. Displays a zest for his job unmatched by fellow Autobots. Loves the ocean and its creatures. Loves the thrill of naval battle. Seaspray box or packaging. Love that at least they did the G1 style. I like this kind of stuff. So we're going to bring in the actual figure. That's Power of the Primes. This is the G1 Retro Seaspray. I'm going to start this off in alt mode because I just transformed them. All my other ones are already in alt mode, so it just makes it easier for the review video. I'll go over the transformation from alt mode to robot. From robot to hovercraft and back again. So alt mode is fine. There are no wheels, so I don't know if that'd be a detriment to some people. Like, I didn't get wheels on my Seaspray because the original G1 did have wheels. But he's pretty hefty here in the back, but he does make a hollow underneath here in the front, so he's very light in the front. That's because a lot of this on the side here and the bottom parts of the hovercraft here go inside of the feet in robot mode, so it really fills in bot mode. He's really got a solid robot mode for a deluxe mini bot. You store the weapon here. You don't have to do that at all, but there is a small little peg and a little peg hole here on the side of the gun. So on that one side, it's the only side you can do that on. Little blades here, the propellers do spin. And come down here, you get a nice Autobot insignia here on the silver paint. We get a little more of the decals here, which mimic the original stickers on the G1 toy. Get some nice light paint there. Turn to the back side. His head is fully painted like a yellowish orange. And underside, like I said, no wheels, so he's just going to scoot around. I already did some quick comparisons here in his alt mode. We'll bring in Studio Series 86 Brawn. This is actually the blast version. He gets murdered by Megatron. So you can see a bit of scale with him too. Seaspray is a bigger alt mode than Brawn. As you can see here, a lot bigger, which is fine. He is portrayed a little bit bigger in alt mode in the G1 cartoon. We'll take him away. I have KBB Hornets Agent. This is their version of Bumblebee, which is like an oversized version of New Age's Bumblebee that first came out. With a few changes. You can see the size comparison of this Bumblebee is also a lot smaller. Now we'll bring in the Power of the Primes Legend Scale Seaspray. I hope I've been calling him Seaspray. I could have been calling him Powerglide. Now my brain has gone mental on me. But yeah, Seaspray. I've always liked this one. I thought this was a fine figure here. No wheels on this either. He also could store a Titan Master inside. It's like a little cabin. But it's always a really good Seaspray. I did like what they did with the mini bots and Titans Returns and Power of the Primes. The Commander Wars like Powerglide was awfully skinny. But when they started making them where they could store the Titan Masters inside and kind of fatten them up a little bit, I really like that look of the mini bots. So again, a lot bigger, as this is a larger deluxe size in vehicle mode anyway, against this legend scale here of Seaspray. Also the blues, this is more of a deeper, darker blue. This is a little bit lighter on this figure. And you notice you got probably a little more yellow in alt mode than you do in this one. Got a little more white. In the old G1 Seaspray, rub 'em. He has wheels. He's got two wheels here, one wheel there, so he does roll slightly. And you can see here that these here are to mimic the original stickers on the G1. And the Autobot insignia, he's got the little rub decal, whereas he doesn't here. So it's pretty similar. Got the legs go there, black propellers. This here is to mimic the G look of the G1 toy. A lot bigger. This is really, really tiny. Retro Seaspray. And we'll bring in, this is the KO Chimera Iron General version of Optimus Prime, the Studio Series 86. So you can see how big Seaspray is next to this leader class Optimus Prime. Of course, Prime is going to be bigger than Seaspray. The Seaspray is not that much smaller in length or in width. It's just the weight of the figure and the probably overall quality and detail is not as great. Alright, so let's go ahead and transform Seaspray. First thing I'm going to do is remove his arms from back here. Now, I don't transform him into this mode the same way as instructions show you. Instructions do show you, last thing you do is like closing these flaps. I do it a little bit earlier, because otherwise things come untabbed. And his legs keep moving around. I'll move these out. We'll go ahead and work on the legs here. This is what you do, you untab those. From that, we're going to work this down. This pieces here just go right over his torso there, and we're going to bring this down like this on his legs. He's got all these pieces, so these here really fold in like this. That folds back, these two fold back, and you're going to fold them. First thing I'm going to do is bring the legs up like this around the foot. It's a little tough there, and you see there's like a slight tab, so I'm going to go right into that spot right there. And as you do that, this piece here is going to fold back into here. This one's going to fold back as well. Then this piece here is going to fold in. This one is going to fold back like that. There's a tab on this one that's going to go right into that, locks that in. This side does not have one of those. As you see, it's only on the one. So we're going to bring this up. The hardest part is getting that to click over. That just comes forward. Again, we'll take these bottom pieces back, fold that in. Then we'll fold this piece back. So I don't have a piece on this one. I guess it's supposed to be there. So fold that back. Now he just kind of short and stubby. We're going to bring his legs down off of that. Then this is going to come. I'll bring his head up. His torso, his legs are like tabbed in here. Bring him down. We can pull this out. And this comes down like this. You see this came untapped from that. We're going to pull that up. Going to untab this piece from the back, bring that down. So you're done with the legs. Now on these side pieces here, or this piece here, you want to turn around like this. Then bring these side panels up to the side. Just got to work them up and over. And as you bring this piece here, I'm going to bring this down like this. Take his arms. Want to bring those up and around. It's kind of like Studio Series 86 Brawn, how he has those that go up and around. That comes up. We're going to work this. It's going to come down in like this. Get up in there. We'll bring this side in as well. Like that. You just want to get all that in, lined up till it snaps. Bring this down, the two slots that were tabbed in, you're going to re-tab in. Instead of being down here, now they're going to be on this back piece here. And that locks in the back. Turn his head around to face you. It's kind of hard because you got all this stuff in your way. Then you got his arms going 180 at the elbow joint. Bend them forward. 180 elbow joint, bend forward. And there you go. We have transformed Seaspray into his robot mode. And it's a lovely mode. What a lovely mode it is, yes. And the Seaspray, take his weapon, either hand will do. We'll just pop it in this one. And we'll quickly go over your articulation on the figure. You saw the head can 360 all the way around. It does have a little wobble to and fro on the sides. And a slight like down. Shoulders, you can't go fully on the T. You can maybe force that. You can 360 that all the way around this way. You got the swivel is at the elbow. You get a little more than 90 degrees. There is no wrist swivel. We just have this little up and down on the hands. You can 360 the waist all the way around. You get good splits. A good kick forward, hit his tummy. Good kick back. You get about 90 degrees for the knee bend. Ankle tilts are not very much. That's about all you're going to get. It just hits the side piece here. You can see from the back end. It just hits that. So that is your articulation here on Seaspray. Now the legs here on the bottom half do kind of like the shins, the knees can lock in. It's like a catch on that. So your articulation there on Seaspray makes a little chubby guy. He's still a beefy mini bot. I do like the look of him. Can't wait to get the updated version. It's hopefully going to look like the cartoon. Because we know we got this, just got the Brawn in this way as well. It looks like the toy. We already got the Studio Series 86 Brawn. So hopefully we'll get like an H of the Prime Seaspray. They'll have an updated head. Also, they probably have to change these away. Because the cartoon animation model did not have that on there. It's pretty much a straight up white belly. We'll go ahead and show off the G1 Seaspray. We'll just transform this guy on camera. Very easy. Pull, pull, bend over. And bring up, and there you go. Seaspray is transformed. You can see the look of the head is based on the head here of the original G1 toy, and the colors, the blues, the oranges, the orange yellow color, the black on the propellers, all that is pretty much based there. We got the little circles here, circles there, the look of this as well. So that is your basics there on Seaspray, comparing this with that. Now we'll do a comparison with the Titan Returns, Power of the Primes, whatever, Seaspray. See height, big difference here. Closer look at the head sculpts. Again, very similar. The eyes are just more open on this, a little more squinty on the Power of the Primes. Again, he's got the stickers here to sort of mimic the original G1 toy as well. I'm not seeing it here. Also on this, you can take that off. It taps in there to make it a weapon. Just tabs in the little slot behind it. That. Or you can leave it on to give him the original belly look he had with the toy and in the cartoon. So, like that. Both are really good Seasprays. It just depends on what you're wanting out of a mini bot. If you want to be mini and small, like the original G1 toys compared to your current Transformer figures, or do you want one a little more animation-like, a little more in scale with the figures? Because in the cartoon, Seaspray, he was shown to be, you know, bigger than Bumblebee, closer to like Power Glide and the mini bot size and stuff. So this is a good fit, I think, for Seaspray. And bringing in a few more mini bots, we got Gears based on the 84 line, and we got 85. You know, Cosmos came out the same year as Seaspray, so they're going to kind of compare together. You can see how they look here. Of course, Cosmos does have a slight bend. Seaspray does seem to be a little bit taller, but both are beefy and wide mini bots. Alright, so final thoughts here on G1 Retro Seaspray. I do really like the figure, but the mini bots always have a special place in my heart, so I'm going to be a little biased to these guys. He does have his flaws. His ankle tilts are not very tilty, and that is a problem. I don't know why they didn't give him this kind of wrist swivel. They gave him that little weird up and down. I don't know why they couldn't do something with like a swivel in the hand, or because nothing opens up. I don't know, design engineering choice there. Also, these little side panels here are very easy to come undone in robot mode, move around, and that kind of bothers me slightly. And also, with all this on the head, you know, to get them to turn the head, you got to go through the propellers and get your hands in there. I mean, that's going to be like that with any Seaspray, so that's a minor nitpick on my part with that. But otherwise, he's an excellent figure in bot mode. He also makes a good looking hovercraft in alt mode. I do recommend the Seaspray. I don't know if you want to look like the toy. This is a good pickup. If you want to look like the animation, you have to wait a little bit while. That doesn't make sense. You're going to have to wait a little while until Hasbro gets around and give you a new head and maybe change some of the deco on the figure. I want to say thanks for watching this review. Until the next one. Peace out.